He changed the face of music, shook the world with his hips, and built a legacy that still echoes through generations. This isn't just the story of a superstar. This is the story of the king, Elvis Presley. Get ready for a fast-paced journey through fame, controversy, heartbreak, and greatness. Early years and humble beginnings. Elvis Aaron Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi, to Vernon and Gladys Presley. He had a twin brother, Jesse Garon, who was stillborn, a tragic loss that deeply affected his mother and created an intense bond between her and Elvis. Growing up in a small two-room house during the Great Depression, life was hard and money was scarce. Early on, Elvis was exposed to gospel music in church and blues on the streets. He was a shy, polite boy, often described as a mama's boy who didn't quite fit in. But music gave him a voice. He got his first guitar at age 11, and by the time he was in high school, music had become his refuge. In 1948, the family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, in search of a better life. There, Elvis absorbed a mix of musical styles, blues, country, R&B, that would shape his unique sound. He was influenced by black artists at a time when racial differences were stark. This multifaceted appeal would become one of the most powerful and controversial aspects of his career. If you're enjoying this deep dive into Elvis's life, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We bring you the real stories behind these legends. No fluff, no filters. Join us. The Rise of the King. In 1953, a young Elvis walked into Sun Records to record a demo for his mother's birthday. Sam Phillips, the studio's owner, saw potential but didn't know how to market it. Then, one night in 1954, while playing around with a blues song called That's All Right, Elvis found his sound. The rest is history. His performances were electrifying, literally shocking for the time. With his provocative dance moves, slicked back hair, and smoldering gaze, Elvis drove teenagers wild and their parents insane. He was nicknamed Elvis the Pelvis, a title he hated, but which highlighted how different he was. By 1956, he was a global sensation. Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel. Hit after hit catapulted him to unprecedented fame. He appeared on TV shows such as The Ed Sullivan Show, where cameras were forced to film him from the waist up due to audience outrage over his hip movement. Movies and military service. In 1958, at the height of his fame, Elvis was drafted into the US Army. Many predicted his career would die, but it only grew stronger. He served in Germany, where he met Priscilla Beaulieu, who would later become his wife. After returning in 1960, Elvis focused on Hollywood. He starred in more than 30 films, including Blue Hawaii, Jailhouse Rock, and Viva Las Vegas. Despite his commercial success, critics often panned his acting. Elvis himself grew tired of the formulaic scripts and longed to be taken seriously as an artist again. Love, marriage, and disgrace. In 1967, Elvis married Priscilla. A year later, their daughter Lisa Marie Presley was born. But the fairy tale did not last. The pressures of fame, infidelity, and differences in lifestyle led to their divorce in 1973. This took a toll on Elvis emotionally, and it affected his health. The comeback in Las Vegas years. In the late 1960s, Elvis's career was in decline, until the '68 comeback special reignited his image. Clad in black leather, sweaty and fierce, Elvis reminded the world who the king really was. His comeback was explosive. Controversies and decline. Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, was a controlling figure who limited Elvis's artistic freedom. He often made questionable decisions, prioritizing money over Elvis's happiness or legacy. Parker's influence, coupled with Elvis's drug use, created a cycle of exhaustion and isolation. He became known for his erratic behavior, slurred performances, and over-the-top appearances. Yet even at his worst, he could mesmerize audiences with just a look or a note. The death of a legend. On August 16, 1977, Elvis Presley was found dead at Graceland, his beloved home in Memphis. He was just 42 years old. The cause? Cardiac arrhythmia, linked to the use of prescription drugs. The world mourned. More than 80,000 fans lined the streets for his funeral. But death did not end his influence. Graceland became a place of pilgrimage. His music continued to top the charts. He became an icon even after his death, a symbol of both the glory and the tragedy of fame. His legacy lives on. Elvis sold more than 500 million records, won 3 Grammys, and influenced everyone from the Beatles to Bruno Mars. He broke racial barriers, redefined masculinity, and brought rock and roll to the world stage. His image? The white jumpsuit, the curled lip, the voice that blended soul, gospel, and grit, remains timeless. Even decades later, Elvis Presley is still the king. Elvis may be gone from the building, but his legacy lives on forever. If you enjoyed this journey through his incredible life, be sure to like this video, share it with an Elvis fan, and subscribe to the channel for more real stories behind the fame. Thank you for watching, and remember, legends never die.